hard feelings.
Rip chat.
So we jump back into it, and we see Jormund and the party come around the corner. Yeah, there's a little bit of magical. What color is your Eldritch Blast?
I feel like it's a very light blue with just like sparks of purple.
Nice. Yeah, he has this weird little thing, these two little orbs rotating around his finger. Lucky, you can see as you're like gnawing at the chain, and then he comes around the corner, and you're just like, you still have the chain in your mouth, but you just kind of like slowly lower it.
It's terrible for your dental health. Anyways, I believe you're waiting for this, and I just pull out a key.
Sounds about right.
You know, as I'm going into the chains, you sound awfully entitled, which is odd for someone that grew up around here, knowing that you really don't deserve anything. But I'll forgive you this one time. Put the key up, put the shackles up.
Yep, and I'll just hold up whatever I was secured by.
Yeah. Right.
His hands or feet, I can't remember.
So, Mr. We're just calling you Lucky, so deal with it. Anyways,
Sounds about right.
So, tell us, Mr. Look, you were a scab, and I assume you know where they keep all of their delectable treasures. And so, where do they keep their delectable treasures?
Well, it's not like half the safe houses aren't compromised already. And we're,
You know a couple places that are nearby. The thing is that even though you were pretty high up in the chain, you only knew of a couple, and the reason that is that no scab knows of all of them. So that if there's ever a coup that happens, like what Janjap did to you guys, not every place is fucked.
Alright. There's one on Tongue Street. There's one around the corner. It'll be easier if I just take you there, in all honesty. Who are we taking? I assume you're raiding for food.
Raiding for food, gold, really whatever they have there, but mostly food. But we'll take everything. And you're looking
Sounds
at
good
them.
to me.
Do they have...
We're all going on this adventure.
Alright.
Well, Colin's like, all of us.
Yes, all of us.
Me.
Yes.
I did tell you that you needed to make yourself useful, or, well, off you go.
Right. He kind of looks down, and then he looks at you, Adam, and you look like you've seen a fucking ghost, and he just looks at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Why not? Wait. We'll speak later.
I did ask Elodie if she wouldn't mind you helping her with her things, but she said you might be more useful to us today, so you're coming with us today.
Is Karen coming with us?
If you'd like her to, yes.
Well, it depends. If she stops me and says she wants to go, then yeah.
Well, the thing is, not Elodie. Katarin's sort of your brain, so she's kind of your second half. You'd feel kind of naked if you didn't go with her. If you got in any danger, you could obviously tell her to hide, and she would do that. But she normally gets you out of situations, so it'd be kind of weird if she didn't go.
I understand. Yeah, so I'll find her and sit her on my shoulder.
Nice. Yeah, so you go to get Katarin. So Katarin will be tagging along as well. So the party thus far will be Adam, Jormund, Lucky, Dusty, Katarin, and Cole. So you guys have a decent group.
And I will offer my orc riding fucking services to Colon and Adam.
Colin will decline just because he likes to walk.
Rude.
Yeah.
What are you offering exactly? Sorry.
Oh, to put you on my shoulder.
Yes, please.
Basically.
It's fucking hilarious.
Not to interject and get in the middle of your fun, but while Catherine, she's small and she on her shoulder, she doesn't make much of a notice. I believe if a grown man was also sitting on your shoulder, you might garner a little more attention than we're wanting.
He's a kid though, isn't he? Like, he's small.
How tall is she? Well, she's probably half my height.
She's incredibly small. She goes up to his kneecap.
Okay, so she's not even 3 feet tall.
She is insanely small.
Okay, yeah. Because I could be mistaken for, like, not a kid, but a teenager, so...
Yeah.
Go figure.
Besides, you're on my shoulder, so you're going to look small anyway, so, you know. Even if you were 6 foot, you look small. No, I'm kidding.
Lucky. Oh, sorry.
Yes, Lucky, you look like you want to say something.
Yeah. and honestly, Lucky has probably just been looking at Katerin like with almost nostalgia. He's just sitting there thinking about like, because he was in a very similar situation, and he
being a tough street kid. Yeah,
but he fell into a very different kind of group to survive. So he's it's just like, well, how many of you are worth a damn trying to sneak around and scout a place out?
Katerin shoots her hand up immediately.
Thought so.
I'm not great, but I'm not bad either.
No.
All right.
I look at Katerin and I'm like, is I stealthy?
She shakes her head no. Colin just kind of goes, well, I used to sneak by all the elders when they were having meetings just to...
He's good.
No, that's a good skill.
He's very good.
No, I think you're on the right path. We definitely need people that can sneak about. But I assume this hideout, is it out in the open? Is it a front? What are we looking at?
Okay, so what do I know about the particular, like the closest location?
Well, the thing is, most of these safe houses aren't safe houses at all. They're literally little storage places hidden in walls, etc. So it'll be like a thing where you'll open it up and there'll be like some throwing darts, couple gold, and like a fucking potion of healing or something.
So
you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So it's little stocks of like goodies.
All right, and
any of the safe houses that you guys would have used to hide yourself, you and your boss were hiding in one when they came in and fucked you guys up. So like the one that's closest to here is fucked completely.
So, and just so I have a general idea, do they usually have like just like a person in the vicinity keeping an eye on what's happening in those, or is it?
Nope, because it's literally nobody watches them because nobody besides you guys know where they are.
They're dead drops, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I think my character is thinking, I am not on the hooks this morning, so they very well may look in some of these places for me.
Yep.
So
that's a legitimate fear. So.
Yeah. So I go, all right, Jormund, I assume you don't want me out of your sight?
I personally couldn't care less as long as you don't betray us. If you betray us, we will kill you. But, I assume you know that.
Yes, I figured, and I just take a look at Dusty and I'm like, and I have no doubt you have the means of doing so.
The what now?
You just look at him, you're just like, it's too bad you're so fucking stupid.
Yeah, I just pat Dusty on the shoulder and say, don't worry, it was a compliment. Oh. And I start walking, and I start heading out, and it's like, is there anything anyone needs, or shall we just get going? Because I don't own anything.
Wait. I'm going to fasten that chain thing around my neck, and then give the chain handle to Jormund. So it looks like he's dragging me along.
Yeah, it looks like a leash.
All right, everything's set. Now, please lead on. We don't have much time to waste. I have other things I need to do today.
I'd very much just like some food, if possible. I know that that's what we're trying to do, but please.
No, I understand. It is my goal to get everyone fed. So, let's get everyone fed.
Run by me.
Colin looks at you, Jormund, like very sincerely in the eye and just, thank you. If there's anything I can do, just let me know.
Not to worry. All right, come on.
All right, and I go, and as we're going, I just go. For one, Colin, you can keep a lookout. You look very. Well, actually, hold on. So clothing-wise, who looks the most normal? I know that Adam doesn't.
Colin looks. He could potentially fit in because he's still wearing servant's clothes. Because you are aware, once again, remember that the mayor hosts a lot of parties, so a lot of people from Burlag or Brask would come to these parties. So he looks like he could be an errand boy of some sort.
Okay. So, Colin, what you can do to be useful, keep a lookout. I'm sure that you know what a thug looks like.
He looks at you. Right. Of course I do. And you're like, oh, okay, ouch, yeah, I got you, like, fucker.
Yeah.
No, I like to play these things a little more, well, I think it's unnecessary to plan all of this if we're going to go in, because frankly, things shit hits the fan way too quickly. So, I recommend we at least go there and see what happens.
Suit yourself, and with that, I just start leading the way down the lane, adjusting about 50 feet of rope around my waist, underneath my shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Just stowing it away for later.
That looks incredibly uncomfortable.
But incredibly useful.
I'm just...
Yeah, you can see him swinging all these little hooks that you dug out of him, and he's kind of tied them together with a little bit of twine from from his breeches, and like it looks like a kind of shittily made grappling hook.
Well, don't let it pierce you in the wrong place. Let's go.
All right, so we walk down the lane. What happens?
All right, so well, the thing is, you guys head outside of the head outside of the funnel, and one of the first things that you notice is that there is a corpse of a human that is partially struggling still. Its top half of its torso is the only thing that's left with one of its right arms, and it's trying to pull itself towards the funnel very, very slowly. There are a trail of entrails leading behind it. Its small intestine, reaching out, however long that reaches out, dragging behind it. It's a zombie that has clearly been ripped apart by some sort of rabid animal.
It's undead.
Oh, whoa! The top half is remaining.
Well, yeah, you can look at it for sure.
Yeah, I just want to. Is the chest part of it there?
You can't technically. The chest part is there, but you can't tell what's still inside of it because it's on its stomach.
Well,
Permission to curb stomp. I just want to, I just want to walk up and curb.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the one that wants to handle it, by all means.
You see Jorman just twirling his fingers, like, oh, well, all right.
Okay.
Do I even behind Dusty?
Yeah, roll me an attack. Okay. I doubt that you're going to fail, but holy shit!
I failed.
Okay, so
wait, let me read the rules on something really quickly though.
Well, he just nat one, so
technically,
did I nat one? I did.
Is this thing prone technically, or?
Yeah, it is prone technically. Yeah, so yeah, he got it. He actually.
In other words, I got a natural 20.
Yeah,
I rolled a 1 and a 20.
Hell yeah. Okay, yeah. See, he rolled a crit and a 20. Yeah,
that's disgusting.
Thank you for pointing that out, Vijan, because I was not happy with that.
I was curious about it, and I thought it wouldn't matter except in this situation.
So
just click
roll
fists.
The damage. Click fists.
I rolled twice, right?
No.
No. So click fists on the top one.
Wait.
I'll do it for you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So the thing is that what you guys see is that this thing goes and it just starts to grab up at Lucky, and he stomps on the back of this thing's head. And then with the back of his fist, he goes up and just punches straight in, and you hear the top of this thing's spine and the back of its head crack as it hits the pavement. And he just goes bam, 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 and then just blood just starts to pool out of this thing as he's completely bludgeoned the back of this thing's skull open with his fist.
Oh, well then, you're more useful than I thought you'd be. Frankly, I didn't know how useful you'd be, but this is wonderful. Yeah,
don't want one of those getting inside, do we?
I rush over and I'm like, wait. And I just Eldritch Blast the head one more time to make sure it's not moving.
Yeah, you Eldritch Blast, and a bit of it flies over and hits Adam's vestment.
Yeah, as I'm cowering behind Dusty, just a little bit that's showing is like,
And then I flip the body over.
Yeah, so you flip the body over, and literally the entire chest cavity is hollowed.
I hate this town. Everything is against me. And, all right, come on, Lucky. Just take us.
Sorry, go.
And as we're
You
walking,
really clean yourself off. And
I'm already casting the spell as you say that to me. It's like,
It's
Yeah,
funny,
you're
'cause
like, God damn it.
I see that happen, and I just casually wipe my hands off on his robe and keep walking.
Why?
I like him. I like him a lot.
To do it again now.
Come
You
along.
just cast it again. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is that so Adam, this is the first time that you've seen Lumen Row in the daytime, and there's actually a surprising amount of daily activity here. Something that you wouldn't have thought to be a thing, because when you were around, there was almost nobody.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that live in Lumen Row, and there's a lot of jobs that are happening. You see people that look like chimney sweeps walking around, and you're like, why would people pay for a chimney sweep here? Just other types of occupations that you didn't think that you would see. There are bakers walking around with bread that they have baked. All of the bread looks kind of gross and not necessarily appetizing like you would want, but it's still something. Like, there are vendors of different types moving around. There are kids running around the street, mothers cradling babies in doorways. Like, this is actually a place that is quite alive, which is a bit surprising to you.
Do I get an idea of how much, like, a loaf of bread costs?
Well, I mean, you could go up to a bread vendor and ask one.
Yeah, no, that'd be too conspicuous. No, I'm gonna continue walking along with the group, but I'm just gonna...
Yeah, there's a guy that's just, bread! Get your bread here! Best baked fresh sometime last week. Bread!
I swear, the sales pitches just get worse over time if I remember correct.
I feel like it probably doesn't matter much this time.
I was gonna say, it's not as though anyone cares when it was made.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, is it bread though? Like, some of it looks like mud that has been baked together, and you're like, maybe he's trying to scam people.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, like I said, there's like a woman, most notably, you kind of look up at him and then you kind of look down and blushes. There's a woman openly breastfeeding her child. Just standing on the porch of the stoop of a place, like both of her breasts hanging out, just, and she like is feeding and just looks at you, just, what are you looking at?
I apologize, madam. That is very rude, Adam. Have a lovely day. Adam, come along.
Yeah, she just goes and just spits down on the street near you guys.
And I just turn to Adam and go, you should have seen how she was dressed to get that child. And keep on walking casually.
Nice.
That's also...
Oh my god.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
But yeah, so once again, just Lumen Row has a lot more activity than you guys would expect it did. And as you guys are walking down a good ways, Lucky, you know that you guys are pretty close to the safe house. You know that it's just a block away, about.
Alright, we're almost there. Keep your eyes out if someone else is actually raiding the place or someone from actually needs it. We might have trouble.
Dusty, give me your angry face.
I don't like
Fantastic.
Stuff coming out.
Alright, most likely everyone kind of disperse, stay in groups of 2, be in eyesight, draw any attention.
Right.
Like we always do.
Come on, Adam. Colm just kind of grabs you by the arm and just starts to bring you over to one of the vendors that's selling some sort of weird lizard meat.
Looks exotic.
Yeah, he just brings it over and you guys are just kind of looking at it. And the thing is, the guy's obviously fucking like either drunk or dumb, because like he hasn't even acknowledged that you're there.
Yeah.
He's just staring and like a little bit of drool's coming out of the side of his mouth.
No.
Lucky, I'll walk along with you. Catherine, keep an eye on Dusty, please.
All right.
I'm going to play the role of the idiot, and I just want to walk around looking like I have no idea what I'm doing.
Nice. Yeah, so you're just looking very aloof, and go ahead, and because you guys are the ones sort of like kind of probably in front, Lucky and Jormund, go ahead and make me a perception roll.
Nice. Frosty,
you with advantage, Lucky.
Well, that's
yes,
good,
yes,
because I
yes.
crit again.
I simply wanted to say, the thing that I'd be passively doing is I'd like to look around for anything akin to a magic rune that might denote either just a symbol or a spell, but that's all I'm doing.
Or like some sort of shop that would sell magic stuff. Yeah. Okay, so awesome. I will let you know if you go into a part of town that would have that you would see something. Yeah.
Thank you. That's it.
Yeah, so as of thus far, you wouldn't see anything. This place seems pretty in terms of magic, desolate. Like, it's desolate, sorry. There's, like, nothing.
Absolutely.
Magic users is a very strange occurrence here.
Okay.
Just because anybody that has any sort of talent in the arcane would have been moved up class-wise a long time ago.
Yeah. So,
unless there's a specific reason. But, so Jormund and Lucky, you both notice. Jormund, you notice these two gentlemen at first, and then you start to think to yourself, those two look like ruffians. And immediately, Lucky grabs you by the arm and pulls you into one of the alleyways to hide himself. As you've spotted two Scabs walking down the road.
What's happening?
They're probably on the lookout for the body that's missing from the hook.
I assume that is you, yes.
I certainly hope so.
Okay. I can. Okay. Tell you what. I'll distract them. I'll make a scene, and I'll convince them to do something else. Maybe look away. Are they right in front of the hideout? Is that where they are?
No, so there are two of them walking down the road, and the hideout is literally just on the street corner. But they do look like they are looking for somebody. Like, they're just kind of like, you kind of peek your head out the alleyway, and one of them, just as a lady's walking by with a bucket, he's like, get the fuck out my way. Like, he just bumps her, and she drops her bucket and drops, and it splashes everywhere, but she doesn't retaliate at all. And they just keep walking, and people are kind of clearing a path away from them. It's these two rough-looking gentlemen just walking down the road. They're not both particularly big, but they do have a dominating presence, just because they are Scabs and they know it, and everybody else knows it, so they're keeping clear of them.
I don't know it.
All right. Well, Lucky, don't take me for what I'm about to do. And I just bend down, scoop up whatever muck is in this alley, and I just right down the face.
Nice.
I am going to throw my makeshift grappling hook and get onto the roof, hopefully before they get here.
Well, so are you gonna let him? You're gonna let him mud you in the face?
Oh wait, mud me? Sorry, that wasn't right. I mean, I'll be honest. Right before he said that, that was what I was about to say. I was going to do to myself. Yeah,
okay.
like just spread mud right into my face. I'm just like,
yeah. So it'd be one of those things, Jordan, where you're like, "Pardon me, Lucky, but I'm going to just go into my," and then as soon as you come up, you're like, "Lucky," like yeah, exactly. Hello, and so go ahead and roll me an athletics.
Come on, Lucky.
You can do it big
with advantage or whatever, because you have a grappling hook. By the way, I'll give
acrobatics before.
Oh yeah, you can use that too if you want. If you want to like flip up the roof, that's fine.
I'm better at flipping.
Well, flip away then, young flipper. Okay, yeah, so 23. So, yeah, at that point, yeah, it's one of those things, Jordan, like exactly like I described. You're like, all right, well, don't pardon me if I... Hello? Lucky? Hello? Like...
Lucky? I'm scared and alone.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, you look up and Lucky is climbing up the up onto the roof.
And the rope is trailing behind me. I'm not, like, taking it up with me. I'm not mean enough to leave you there.
I take the rope with you. I can't climb.
Yourself.
And yeah, you see Lucky go up onto one of the rooftops as these two Scab gentlemen are walking closer.
I will assume the cowering position, as I feel like I often do if I'm trying to just not draw attention from these men.
Nice, yeah. So you're just kind of in the alleyway, just kind of crouched down, trying to not make a scene of yourself. Yep. And these two men pass right by you, not paying you any mind. You're just another tiefling on the street.
Yeah.
And they pass right by you, and they pass by you as well. Lucky. Not making a scene just because they can't see you. They're obviously not looking up to see you. And yeah, they are very obviously two Scabs. You've seen these two before.
Yeah.
Can I stand up and brush myself off? That was easy. Shall we go on? I just start walking.
I'll meet you there, and I'll just I'll just keep to the rooftops for now, because if one
you'd have to run and jump from roof to roof, but you're pretty agile, so go ahead and roll me another acrobatics. Because I'm assuming that you're jumping from roof to roof. Nice. Yeah, so you see him with incredible dexterity just literally running and hopping from roof to roof, not making a sound pretty much as he lands. He's very, very light on his feet. And you're just kind of looking up at him, not so much with like admiration, but you're just very much like, okay, yeah, so Elodie like could sense something about this one, and she's right. Yeah. Nice.
Like, useful. Okay, good.
Yeah, exactly. More just like, okay, cool, a nice tool for me to use. And so he's rolling across, and he stops on one particular rooftop right below him is a wagon full of hay. And he points to you, and you look, and there's one gentleman with his arms crossed, standing in front of this group of boxes and barrels, and he's just kind of standing there, looking very stubborn, like looking around, and he's obviously a scab as well, just standing there, apparently guarding something.
I just kind of, as I'm walking, I'm just looking around. Where's everyone else right now?
You look over and you see that Adam and Colin are both over by this weird meat vendor. They're standing there, and Adam looks very conspicuous. Like he's standing there, like gesturing sort of weird, and like just other types of things, just trying to like play obvious. Colin's just kind of shaking his head, and then you see Dusty and Katerin, and Dusty's sitting on the stoop of a house, and Katerin's just on his shoulder, and he's just kind of statue still, not making a scene of himself, probably because Katerin's singing or humming to him just to kind of calm him down. The gentlemen are approaching towards Adam and Colin at the moment. They're not going towards them, but they're walking in the direction of them. Mm-hmm. If you want, actually, I'm going to move you guys over to a map just to kind of like give you more of an illustration of where everyone is. So I will move everyone to where they are. 1 second. You guys can see the map, I assume, yes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so Adam, you're over here by Colin. And Dusty, you are here on a stoop with Katerin.
Thank you. So the light in front of me, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. And Lucky, you are here. Jormund, you are here.
All right.
So yeah, you guys can add your own HPs, etc. So Adam, if you want to add yourself, here you go. I just added you.
Yeah, sorry.
Add a name.
And a name.
So yeah, there's just one man standing in front of something.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's moving or anything. He's just watching over it.
Yeah, he's just obviously watching.
Okay.
So is the dead drop in front of him, like amidst the barrels, or is it behind him and part of the wall?
You are pretty familiar with this one, but once again, each of your guys' little hideouts is marked with a symbol, so you'll know where it is as soon as you go up to it. You don't have, genuine knowledge of each of these. You just know the basic location.
Yeah, I know where they are.
Yeah.
I'll just be, once again, doing what I do best and playing the idiot as I walk down the road.
Nice. Yeah, so the thing is, you can go without a stealth check being inconspicuous. You're blending in throughout the crowd, just obviously. I could put commoners down if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. There's just people walking up and down. So you're blending in quite well. The only ones that are going to be sort of conspicuous are Colin and Adam, just because they're dressed bizarrely.
Damn it.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make you guys roll a stealth, and just to see if you're not conspicuous or noticed.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
Okay, so Colin is not conspicuous at all.
Yeah, well, stealth.
Hey, you make it too.
Actually, wow, yeah.
Yeah, so you make it too. So the thing is that Colin just kind of brings you in as these two gentlemen pass by you. And both of these gentlemen are going to pass by you and not say shit. And both of them are going to leave the area.
Whew, well done, boy.
Oh my god. It's like I just noticed that they passed by us. I was looking at something about the house behind us. I'm like, can you imagine if they'd seen us? Oh.
I just don't want somebody to try and rob us again, that's all.
No, that would have been really bad.
Yeah, he just looks at you.
Really bad.
And you look at those two, and you saw that one of them had a very menacing looking cudgel in their hand as they were walking. You're just like, fuck.
That's bad.
Yeah.
He would have beat my skull in.
Yeah.
Nah, I would
And-
say his guy.
And so, Jarman, you sort of look behind you and you see that those men turn from an alley, and you realize that this man is completely by himself for the time being.
My Skype's broken.
Yeah, you said I'm just like interspersed in the crowd.
Oh, my Skype's broken too.
Skype's broken.
My
Wait,
Skype
what
is
happened?
also broken.
Oh, my Skype is also broken.
Now let's recall.
Fuck you, Skype.
My Skype is perfectly
Skype.
fine because it's not even open.
Get out.
Fuck you, Skype.
Get out of here, you dingus.
Make sure to
Come on.
unmute yourselves in Skype,
Yep,
gentlemen.
remute yourself as soon as you join back.
Am I frozen still, boy?
You're good.
No, we're
You're good.
good.
It's
We're
all
good.
good now. Just needed a recall. Skype had a fuck
Fair enough.
moment.
God damn it, Skippy.
Yeah, so I am meandering my way back towards Dusty and Katerin.
Nice. Yeah. So you're just walking over there, and
Yeah.
you walk over to them. Lucky's still in his position, just kind of scoping out this guy. And what would you guys like to do? Because once again, it is just a singular man guarding this.
I mean, if it's one guy, I got to where I am today by beating the shit out of people like him, so I'm probably gonna drop down from the roof and just start approaching, probably be stealthy as I approach, but I'm not going to be worried about this guy in particular.
Okay, so go ahead and if that's what you're doing and you're not going to wait for the others, that's fine. Go ahead and roll me a stealth if you're trying to be inconspicuous.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is going to get a perception with advantage because he knows who the fuck you are. And he doesn't have a skill in perception, so I'm assuming that that's a wisdom, yeah.
Huh.
Yep, he sees me.
Okay, yeah. So as soon as you start walking to about here, he just fucking, no fucking way. And he gets ready for a tumble because he knows who you fucking are. And you just hear him, guys. Fuck.
So, Dusty, Katerin, there's one man there, and oh.
Yeah, exactly. And we are going to go ahead and roll initiative.
Fuck.
Let's do this.
Oof, I'm getting really low rolls today.
Honestly,
Except when I have
dude,
advantage.
that's what happens as soon as people like with good stats start rolling.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
just
I'm
your luck,
nowhere
innit?
near him. Thank goodness.
Don't worry, mate. We got you back.
So Lucky, I have to add you to the turn order. So next time, click on your guy and then roll.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's no. It's all good. I'm not angry at you. I'm just saying that's okay. And so Jarman, you see that these two are starting to square off.
I just kind of look at Dusty and Katerin, and I mean, if he can handle it, there's no need for all of us to be implicated. Be ready to help, and if he needs us, we'll help.
Oh.
So would you like to ready in action?
Yeah. I'll just walk down here and be looking at a card or whatever, and if Dusty gets hit the fuck over, we will cast a
Eldritch Blast. Okay, so if Lucky gets knocked out, you'll cast an Eldritch. Okay. So Lucky, what would you like to do?
Gonna walk up and beat his ass.
All right, so go over and roll me an attack, boy.
Please hit him. It's the
Get
only
him,
way
kill
this
him,
goes
beat him up.
badly if you don't.
Okay. Wait, where'd I put...
But you're gonna roll so well. Oh.
Okay, so you go over and you swing at this guy, and the thing is that you still connect with him because this guy isn't the most spry. So you hit.
In that case, I will use a
Roll
bonus
me a
action
fist.
to
Do
hit him
damage.
again.
Yeah, roll me a
See if you
damage.
kill
though.
him with the first one.
Yeah, so the thing is, you go
Max
over and
damage.
this guy tries to duck out of the way, and you uppercut this fucking guy, and it just goes, psh, and he just hits the crates, and he's fucking out.
Oh, well, all right. I vastly overestimated their fighting capabilities.
I just look over to Jorman and just like gesture with my hand, like get over here quick, and start
I
rummaging through
walk
the
at the
crates.
same speed I was walking there already. What is it? Oh, he does not look good. Is he dead?
Oh.
Is he? I don't know. I just hit him as hard as I could.
So you hit this guy. He's still he is still alive because you just punched him in the face. Well, actually, technically, he's a monk, so he did kill him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's completely up to you if you want to make.
Well, the thing is, he's a monk.
Non-lethal.
So
I mean, yeah,
if he wasn't a monk or didn't have Tavern Brawler, I'd say that he didn't deal lethal. But
Tavern
you
Brawler
did deal
too?
lethal.
Fuck.
Yeah, so, well, I'm just saying, so for instance,
Yeah.
Dusty's a tavern brawler, so he does more damage with his fist than a regular person. If it was like, for instance, if Bertram had punched this guy in the face, I'd say he wasn't dead because he got punched in the face.
Yep.
So, yeah, so you're a monk, so you did kill this man. So you hit him and you hit him and he hit the back of his head wrong, and he's starting to bleed out the back of his head.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I gave him whiplash with just the impact.
Yeah.
Right. I'll let you... as I bend down and I'm like patting the body for anything, I'll let you get things started. I'll gather the others and we'll get the fuck out of here with as much as we can carry.
Yeah.
All right.
And yeah, you're just like, damn, this guy knows. Adam, go ahead and roll me a perception.
Yeah, boy. Nah.
Okay, so you don't notice until they are right past you. This group of guys starts walking down the street.
Where'd the rest come from?
And yeah, you don't notice. I'm gonna see if Colin notices and see if Colin can get attention.
Can I have been walking back down that direction when they're coming down?
Yeah, so Colin has no fucking idea.
Aren't you searching a body?
Oh, is this happening as I'm searching?
Yeah. This group of guys start to walk down.
Okay. I just wanted to pat it down to see if I felt gold, and then I was going to go...
It's the original two that you guys had seen walking by. They were walking to meet with some people and then to come back.
You can tell me how long it would take me, but I was just checking for like gold, and if nothing, I was going to gather the others.
Okay, so
at me?
Yeah, these guys are walking by you, so you can make me a perception roll, Dusty, to see if you know that these guys are dangerous. Katerin will also make one.
Frosty?
Yes, sir.
Jonathan's curious about something.
Yeah. He's curious what he saw on checking people. So check
that. Oh well, yes, that. But I was saying
if you're gonna search this guy's clothes, he's got ragged clothes, and the thing about the Scabs is that they have vestments to hide shit. So if you want to look over this guy, you're going to be spending like at least a minute like searching this guy for stuff.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So I'm not going to give you a perception until they're right up on you, if that's okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because you know about Scabs. They're crafty motherfuckers, so they're always hiding shit. So go ahead and roll me a perception to find stuff on this guy.
All right.
To see if you find everything.
Where's my sheet? Stop.
Okay, so Jarman, you're patting this guy down, and the thing is that the vestments of the Scabs prove to be true because you can't even find this guy's knife, which Lucky knows that they always have a knife on them. You cannot find shit on this guy, but you spend about a minute doing this. Go ahead and roll me a perception. So Dusty, yeah, you're playing. You're not noticing. You're being silly. And Katerin, once again, you're doing something, and Katerin is like, "No, Dusty, don't eat that." Like she's just telling you not to do something. So neither of them are paying attention as these guys are approaching.
Yeah.
And once they get to about here, Lucky, go ahead and make me a perception.
Also, Frosty, just for context, I imagine there are other people in the street.
Yes, there are. There's a lot of commoners. Like I said, I could put them there. I could put them there, but
yeah, no. It's just whether like maybe for someone who's watching, they might think like, well, there's 4 people alone walking down the street, so why don't they see it? So yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. It's not 4 people walking alone down the street. It's literally like there is a crowd of people walking around, and these guys are just in the crowd. But if you knew that they were bad news, you would know.
Of course.
You know.
I was just clarifying.
And so Lucky, you start to hear the footsteps of men behind you, and you hear talking just like. Yeah, I don't know where he fucking went. Gert's pissed. Gert's really fucking pissed. Stupid prick.
Yeah, and I'm just resisting a giggle because, like, of course, my whole intent in life right now is to piss off Gert.
Yeah. But yeah, you hear these noises. What would you like to do? Because know.
What have I found so far? As they were walking down the street, like, what have I found in the? As I was
were you going into the safe house?
That's what I was trying to do while Jorman searched the body. So
Oh, okay. Yep. So the thing is that while this was happening, while these gentlemen were walking down the road, and we were seeing the group, we were seeing them pass by each of the people. We were getting intermittent cuts of what Lucky was doing, and Lucky, you went down and you were like searching the wall, and you're like, okay, where's the sign? Where's the sign? And then you see the little symbol scratched into the wall. So you go over, and then you notice that there's a little cutout in the wall that all you have to do is move one of the boxes, and you can get it. And then you pull out this sack. And you start to go through it. And in the sack, there is a rusty short sword. There is padded armor. There is also a pouch full of 4 gold pieces. And there are 2 loaves of bread.
Okay. I would like to, well, let me double check my proficiency.
And by the way, a rusty short sword, the thing about it is that it does as much damage as a short sword, but it has no resale value at all.
Trash.
Okay,
nobody would buy it off of
That's
you.
a D6 of damage, right?
It's a shitty fucking blade.
That's D6, right?
Short sword, I believe so. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Then, okay. I am keeping that. Alright. And that's everything I need. Okay, well,
Nice.
that was a missed
Ooh.
button.
Nice.
Whatever.
Nice. Look at that.
Well,
What
if I were to hit someone with a short sword, it would be really good.
Bajan, I'm going to give you access to his sheet.
Oh, I have
if
it
you
already.
want.
No, I know what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
yeah,
I know what I'm
yeah.
doing. I just
Okay.
misclicked.
No worries.
No.
So yeah,
Um,
if you want, you have a short
yeah.
sword now.
I'm pretty much grabbing everything. I'm hiding the pouch of gold for now.
Okay.
I have every intent to hand over some of it,
Mm-hmm.
but so what would it be to hide it, or would I just make that roll?
It's fine. It's fine. I will. The thing is, make a sleight of hand for me if you don't want Jarman to
Okay.
notice that you're stashing stuff in your fucking.
Yeah.
Would I do a perception to?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I'm not gonna. So okay. So here's the thing, Jarman. As soon as you hear cling, 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 because you're from Lumen Row, you immediately go gold, right? So you look up at him and you see him pull out the pouch of gold, and you can tell that there's money in there. And Lucky, you're not dumb enough to start stowing it away, so you just kind of like pull it out, and then you naturally like look over at him, like, oh yeah, no, I was gonna give it to you,
and
bro.
I throw him. I rummage through it, pretend to be surprised by the amount, and throw him a gold piece.
Yeah.
I just like, well, I mean, come on, the sack. We need to distribute it.
All right, and I take a gold piece out, keep it on myself, and throw him in the sack.
Yep.
I just give you a look like, we'll talk about that when we get back. You're
So
not
yeah,
keeping that.
there's some good shit in this thing, but as soon as you are, you're like sick, a short sword, you hear fucking good. You hear the whole conversation.
Yeah. Ugh. And at that point, I'm going to let's see.
Gert
just
means
looking at the
nothing
rest
to
of the
me, I
map.
assume.
Yeah.
I'm asking you,
Okay.
Yeah, Gert would mean nothing
Okay.
And
to
I
a
would
to
like
a to a
to,
person who doesn't know the Scabs. Because if you know who Gert is, sorry, Jarman, you'd be dead.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Alright. So, I am going to, I'm just gonna grab, Jormund and like drag him and dive behind some of the crates.
What's going on?
Okay, both of you make me a stealth.
Dragging you places.
I'm so confused.
Wow, I'm rolling like sub 10 on most of these.
That's the way it goes, buddy.
Yep.
Whenever you have good stats, you get fucked. That's how it goes. All right, Jarman, go ahead and roll me a stealth.
At least I crit the zombie who couldn't fight back.
I don't want to roll stealth.
No? Nice. Okay, so here's
So
the
he's just
thing.
sort of
Let's
left it-
see.
I'm so confused. What's happening?
Okay, so if you're not going to roll stealth, the guy with the 12 will probably notice you because it's not a horrible roll. Like, if you're being obvious, I'm going to
going
say
to see
it's
you
bonus
next
on the
next to
attack.
the
I'm
body.
very confused and very worried. What's happening?
Oh, God, yeah, and then it's just like, fucking... Shins! Holy fuck, boys.
Did you know him? I found him. He
I
looks
was
like
thinking,
he's...
did they see me? Because
Yeah, they can
With
see
or
you,
without him, I'm diving.
and at this point, you're just kind of here, and Jorman's trying to act scared and confused, and like,
And
he's
I run up to him. This man, he Hydo, he got. You need to look at him.
what? And then they look over. Oh, you fucking... Oh, you're dead. And they go over, and this guy just starts to brush past you, and these guys all start walking towards Lucky, and you guys can go ahead and roll me initiative again.
Okay.
And unfortunately for you guys, all of these guys are going on the exact same initiative because they are in a group. Oh, but you guys are incredibly lucky that they got the worst initiative possible.
Right, so am I doing it as well? Or not?
Yeah, everybody's rolling initiative. You guys are all a part of this.
Lucky as cock.
Big 1-5!
Katerin is also going to roll initiative, so...
Damn.
Holy fuck, Colin. Colin is a ready boy.
Let's go, boy.
He's ready for this.
Yeah, what the fuck happened? Why is Cole so ready for this?
I don't know, man.
Okay. Alright, so Colin is like, Adam, look!
I don't understand.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You see, exactly. You see the group before, and he looks at you, and they need us. God, by the sigh of fuck. And Adam just kind of looks at you, and he starts to brandish his little knife, and they saved us. Come. And Colin is going to run Colin is going to dash. To get up here to try and help.
Oh no.
I see him and I'm just like,
Yeah, you're like, why would you do this? Yeah. No, but he runs it behind like as quick as he can, and he just looks at you, Jorman, and he just puts his hand up like everything's gonna be okay. And you see this little fucking knife in his hand.
I'm just like,
yeah, exactly. And Katerin is just going to, Dusty, get ready. And she picks up a stone on the side of the road and is going to throw it at the guy next to her. And she throws, and it completely fucking misses. And it just goes clattering into the ground, and she's like, oops. Dusty.
Yeah, so is to do rage is a bonus action, right?
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Right, okay, so I'm gonna pop rage, I'm gonna like start hitting my chest, and I'm gonna walk up to this boy,
Fuck their
like
name.
muttering under my breath.
Who is not paying attention to you at all.
And I'm going to try with all my might punch him in the back of the head.
Nice.
Shit.
Okay, so the thing is, you go to punch him, and just as you're walking up, you're like, hey, you, and then he just is like, and he just ducks under as you punch straight over with all your might, and he's just like, fuck it hell. Holy shit, boys, we're surrounded. Lucky.
I missed.
Okay,
I'm so bad at video games.
Let's see. With a rough. Alright, I'm going to move here.
Oh.
Way to put Jarman in the middle of it, boy.
I mean, he was there already.
Yeah, but they're not paying attention to him right now.
I know.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
they're looking at me. I have. So, I'm going to do what I do best.
Alright, Mr. 4 HP, do what you want, buddy. Alright.
Okay. So that was on this guy. That was on the guy closer to Jorman.
Yeah, so that hits.
Alright.
Yeah, so you go up, and as you run up, you just kind of sidestep, and he's just like, what are you gonna do? And then you just go, and slit opens up on his neck, and he's just like,
Oh my.
and he falls to the ground, just completely dead.
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to turn and knee the other guy in the balls.
Nice.
Okay.
God.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Nice. So the thing is, he just goes, and he just drops to the ground.
Yeah,
he's
and I just
incapacitated, but he's
okay.
still alive. So at this point, if you want to kill him, you just kind of knee him. Yeah, you knee him in the balls, and he's just like, and he goes down on his knees, and you stab him straight in the neck and bring it up, and blood flies out, and he goes to the ground.
Would it be considered an action if I tried to do intimidate on the remaining two?
Yes.
That is considered an action?
Yeah, you
Yes,
just
but the
killed
thing is,
people.
I'm going to make them route trek anyway. They're fucking
Oh, okay.
scabs.
Okay.
So Adam, what would you like to do?
Adam needs a route check. No.
Yeah.
No, Adam. Thing is, Adam's gonna just like run with Colin for a little bit and be like, no, you need to, no, don't do this, no, stop, Stop it! No! He is going to go to here, which is the limit of his movements.
Yep.
At which point he is going to hold the action of, So are there still people sort of around us? I guess?
A lot of commoners and stuff. Like, okay, so I'll just put commoners.
No, you don't need to. It's just,
I'm just saying, I'll give you a fucking illustration. There are people all over the fucking place.
Nice. Can I hold an action to hide behind a commoner if one of the bandits looks in my direction?
Yeah, 100%. There you go. Yeah, there's a guy walking by you, and he has 2 buckets, and he's got a stick on his shoulders. He has 2 buckets.
Yeah,
and you duck under one of the buckets. You know what I mean?
I'm ducking under and looking, but the moment I realize if one of them looks in my direction at all, I'm just like, whoo, I'm gonna.
Yeah, exactly. No, so he's just walking, and you duck under the thing, and he's like, "Watch where you go, and you fucking idiot."
The center of mass is much more stable than anyone else's here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very calculated.
And he's like, what the fuck? He doesn't know what mass means.
Perfect. That's
yeah, Jormund, what would you like to do? As you've seen these 2 men get dispatched in front of you.
To be perfectly frank, I was thinking we would avoid fighting, but apparently no one else likes that idea. Yeah, and Jormund...
And the guy in front of you is just like, get the fuck out of my way.
Oh, well, that's just rude. I Eldritch Blast.
And yeah, you go to Eldritch Blast him, and he's like, what the fuck? And yeah, you hit him. And yeah, you go bam, and he goes flying backwards, and he's like, fuck! And yeah, he gets pushed backwards, and this large wound opens up in the side of him, and he starts to bleed as this force, literally like a laser, just skims off part of him. He's like, fuck!
Like I said, very rude, and I would like to move over, away from people.
Nice. Yeah, and then you start to run?
I'm not running, I'm just getting out of the way.
Yeah, you fucking... Fuck you! And yeah, he's gonna run up and try and attack you, because he's like,
Colin gets attack of opportunity. Go, Colin, go, Colin.
Colin does get an attack of opportunity.
Colin does get attack of opportunity. Yes.
Get him,
Colin!
Hold on. So my Roll20 just stopped working. 1 second.
Go.
Yeah. So Colin, if he's charging after you, Jormund is going to try and protect you right now. What?
Well, I was gonna ask, did you want to make the morale now? I know you mentioned it. Or after.
Yeah. Well, this one just got attacked, so
That's
no.
true.
I'll make morale for the other. I'll make morale for the other one.
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
Hit it,
Why
girl.
are all of my folders blank?
I think I have control of Colin. I can do it.
Well, no, but all of my rolls are completely fucking blank. Hold on, I'm gonna
refresh. Yeah, Roll20 has fucky days.
Yeah.
That's bad days. That's good days.
I fucking hate Roll20 when it does this. The worst is when you're trying to plan a game and it does this. Okay, I have control again. Okay, so Colin is going to try and help you with an attack of opportunity.
Come on.
Go, Colin.
Come on.
Go cold!
Go, my friend. Stabby.
Okay. So he goes to stab and he's just like, no, you don't. And he goes to stab and he completely misses in the air as the scab runs by. And this scab is going to attack you, Jormund.
Yep.
Let's see. He's just like, you think you can get away with that, you fuck? And he pulls out this this knife and goes to stab at you.
That will miss.
Yeah, and he goes to stab, and you just duck out of the way. Like you're adept at fighting. You grew up in Lumen Row.
Listen, you're being very rude right now.
Whoops. I keep trying to edit, and I clicked the thing instead. Sorry.
It happens.
And for a route check, let's see.
Don't worry, Colin. You'll get it next time.
What do you think? Constitution?
Probably wisdom.
I was gonna say, I was thinking wisdom.
Basically.
Okay, so yeah, this scab that saw you kill its friends is going to be like, fuck you. And he's going to go after Lucky, so you can go ahead and make an attack of opportunity, Dusty, if you'd like.
Yes, get him. Oh, for fuck's
God,
sake.
Dude, man.
You have a +6! That's insane!
And I'm assuming he's using another rusty ship. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he swings at you, and literally when he swings at you, you actually catch his hand in midair and stop it from hitting you in the wrist, and then you deflect it. So he's like, "The fuck."
Don't they still tell stories about me, you bastard?
Yeah, and Colin's going to run up and
Brave idiot.
yeah, and he runs up behind, and you see him as this guy is about. He's just like, all right, you fuck. Let's get some. And this knife goes straight into the back, and blood starts to come out. As you see the blade stick through part of the Adam's apple, and he's just like, and, yeah. And then he goes to fall, and Colin is like, oh god, oh god, and this guy is completely fucking dead.
He was being very rude to me. Thank you for dealing with that.
Katarin's going to skip her turn.
I'm going to run hell for leather for this man and try to hit something.
Try.
Yeah.
Nice. So you hit.
Finally.
Okay, so here's the thing: is that what Dusty ends up doing is that this guy is just like, how fucking dead, and then Dusty's big frame comes in and knocks this guy to the ground with his shoulder, and then as soon as he's knocked to the ground, Dusty comes up and just starts stomping on this guy's head, and this guy's head gets turned into paste.
Something angry.
Else.
I
was just going to remind Midge, while you're raging, you do an extra 2 damage, by the by.
I didn't know that.
So he's extra dead.
Yeah, so you should make yourself a punch with rage.
Yeah.
But since this combat is over, I think we're going to take a small break.
Yep.
Just as soon as you guys have dispatched all of these beautiful scab men.
As that we have.
These custom enemies.
These dead people.
Here, I'll turn on some more fun music. I'm gonna use the restroom really quick,
You're all
but then we
incredibly
will